I'm old, but I'm talking about the very old, those in need of care. My mother recently passed, and she had a long, interesting life. She was widowed 14 years ago, my father succumbing to lung cancer. All my brothers and sisters had long since moved out of state, spreading out to both coasts. But all made it back for my mother's funeral. They were also able to come back for a few days when they were told our mother's time was near. I alone witnessed my mother's last year decline, her descent into dementia, which had begun years earlier, got a hell of a lot worse last year. But I was there, along with a host of grandkids and numerous Skype calls with our family. COVID made it a lot worse, of course, but this ain't about COVID and the problems COVID created. It's about how we treat our elderly, specifically those who need care in their last years. So my wife has been a nurse in the same nursing home for going on 35 years or more. History has taught me, and probably you as well, that back in the day when there wasn't a nursing home where you could deposit your ailing mom or dad, they ended up living and dying with family members. That means one of their kids changed them when they made a deposit of their own. Their kids fed them, bathed them, and dressed them, attending to their coughs, colds, and memory loss along the way. Imagine just how lucky you are for not having to deal with all that shit. Nowadays, we got strangers taking care of our moms and pops, and all we have to do is visit every Sunday with a smile, our kids, and maybe some treats. Except we don't. 60% of nursing home residents never have visitors. According to the National Center for Health Statistics, more than 50% of nursing home residents have no close relatives, and 46% got no living kids. In my state, Minnesota, there are over 23,000 nursing homes, and they're all filled to the brim. When it's time for your mom or dad to move into a nursing home, chances are it's not going to be a place you want them to be in. It's going to be a place that has space. In addition to lack of facilities, I could go on about how overworked and underpaid nurses are, how expensive nursing homes are. Well, I'm not going to, because there's a much larger problem that is going to affect you personally. The elderly population is going to grow astronomically in the next decade, and I'm going to be one of them. So I'm telling you right now, when that day comes and you find yourself bored, stop by, cheer me up. Even if I don't know who you are, just tell me you're my oldest son, and it'll all be good, I promise. And I like a Snicker bars from time to time. Did you catch that statistic where like 60% of people in nursing homes don't have any living relatives? Man, how's that work? I don't know. But my mom spent a couple of years in a nursing home, her last couple of years, and I've got no complaints. I mean, the nurses were great. They took everything she owned, though, and she had a nice sizable bank account, but that's her fault and my dad's fault. They had no trust or nothing set up, so yeah, when it was gone, it was gone. She went on Medicare or Medicaid or whatever it is. But you know what? If you're my age, we're not going to get the quality of care that our parents had. Not even close. There's just no way that's going to happen. With the nursing shortage and the growing aging population, we're screwed, man. We're screwed. They're going to be wiping my butt with sandpaper because that's all they can afford. It is what it is. I love you. I'm so old. Hopefully, I'll be so out of it I won't know shit in another 10 years. And I'd be just fine with that now, even though there's some people that say I don't know shit now. Well, it is what it is. Peace out. Love you. Take care, my friends.